Hi everyone, it's Kevin, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna print Ornithaax, I think that's how you pronounce, I'm not sure. It's from Artisan Guild on my mini factory. There is a rider on top of the dragon. You have two options, you can print with the saddle and the rider on top or just the dragon alone. I'm just gonna go for the dragon, trying to have some fun on this one, so let's go. Okay, so here you have all the pieces, they're all pre-supported, all the version, you have some Chi2box file, Litchi file, so that's pretty good. Here I'm just showing you all the files are pre-hollowed already. I saw this for some of them. I know the base have some kind of small hole inside as well. You need to double check just to make sure you don't leave some resin inside. I don't really like it, but that's how it is. And the size is perfectly scaled to fit in any kind of photon or Mars, so that's good. Okay, so all my pieces are printed, they cleaned up and primed, I'm ready to paint. Everything came out decently, pretty fine. I had a couple of like missed parts. Here some part of the rock, there was not enough support, and I think on the base as well probably, so it was fine but not perfect. I don't see why you want to hollow a piece like this, but that's how it was, so that's my bad. I should have done it myself. I filled some gaps, so my part here, the body of the dragon is assembled. I've put some milliput in the gaps. I'm gonna keep the wings separate for now. I think that's the best way, having one piece of the body and the two wings separate. I've put some milliput already on the wings and then I took them off, so when I'm gonna assemble later I'm not gonna have to fill the gap again. Everything will be pretty close to good. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to enjoy the paint, so let's go. Okay, so first what I've done, I've repainted the model in black. I've primed with black and then I've done a lot of zenithal highlight. The reason was I was not sure of the color first. I was still thinking about what kind of color I was gonna use. So I just repainted in black. Here I'm using purple for the underside of the dragon. So all the scale like around the belly, under like the tails and stuff, I'm going with purple. They're a bit different. And the same for the skin between the wings. So it's kind of the flappy part in between. So I'm using a dark purple. I'm just gonna blend a little bit between the black and the purple, and then here I'm dry brushing to brighten some color, especially here on the wings. It's not crazy, like a lot of contrast, but I'm just brightening some of the tip of the wings. When I was done, I started on the top part of the scales, so the underbelly of the dragon is purple, but all the scales on top are gray, so it's gonna be between black and like kind of bright gray. I'm just doing the same as kind of like the purple. I started with a dark gray, and here I'm highlighting with the brighter color. I'm doing a lot of brush strokes and like edge highlighting at the same time. I'm trying to add some texture to it, trying to follow the pattern and give some more definition on the highlight. It took me a long time, like here I'm on the first pass as well, so I'm gonna have a lot more coming after. It's tedious, a bit annoying, but it's okay to try things and see how it's gonna turn out. It's exactly the same on the purple. I went with the first pass of kind of brighter purple, the same as the dry brush on the wings that you saw before. But now it's on the brush, so I'm going slowly but steady. The wings had a lot of like texture already, part of the 3D model, so there was a lot of scratches and small line going around, so I just highlighted all those lines just to give some texture all around. And right now for the last kind of pass that I was thinking I'm using white. I want everything to be really brighter on the purple side, so I'm using white and then I'm just gonna glaze over later on some purple just to bring back the color. I know the white is gonna help a lot. If I just use purple, it's gonna be weird, so I'm doing it again. In the end, it was not so much worth it. I mean, I'm not sure exactly because I would have to do some testing, but I should maybe have skipped the white step, because later on I'm just gonna come over with some pink. So here I'm glazing over. I'm just like changing the white to a purple, a bright purple. I'm happy with this result. And here it's kind of quick, as you see, like on the wings. I have a bigger brush and I'm glazing really quickly just to apply a tiny bit of color, and the white suddenly turned in purple, so that's good. And again, now I'm on the kind of grayish scales all over the top, so I'm just gonna have to just do a lot of it. It's gonna be annoying. Just quick swap on the base now, applying some gray, some stone color. And now I'm on the purple again, but this time I'm using pink. The pink is still brighter than everything that I've done, so it was still a good color to use, and this time I've used it to just give some brighter highlight just on one side of the model. I don't have a huge contrast of like color hitting from one side, I mean more like the light, but with the pink I've tried to just highlight one side of the model and leave it as it was. I'm doing the tip of the wings as well. So here for all the claws, all the horn and everything sticking out, I'm going with first with a quick base coat of like a brownish or grayish color. Right now I'm back on the grayscale. I've used pink on one side, the right side of the dragon, just to highlight one side where the light would hit. So I'm doing exactly the same with the gray. This time I'm using a light blue, and the light blue is kind of really nice in terms of like saturation. So there is a good punch, the same as the purple on one side. It's good to give a little bit of definition of the light. So it took me quite a lot of time as well. Right now I'm back on all like the claws and stuff. I'm just gonna go from bright at the base and darker at the tip. It's not gonna be perfect. At this point I spent so much time already on all the scales. I just want to finish the dragon. I still have a lot of work to do, so I'm just blending really quickly. From dark to bright is not always the easiest as well, so I'm just gonna clean up a little bit on top as well later on, like those big horns, they're a bit annoying to do. And now I'm back on the base. I'm just applying some washes, black wash. I'm gonna use some green and red wash randomly as well, just to give some different tint on the gray or the stone color. That's always good. Right now I'm back on the face. I really need to finish the dragon itself, so I'm doing the tongue, the teeth and the eyes. For the eyes I've just did some white first to apply my yellow, and then a little bit of glazing to a dark yellow on top, straight black line, some reflection, boom, that's it. Let's finish it. And after that I'm just dry brushing over the base to brighten everything. Okay, so I'm finished painting the dragon. I'm happy with the result. It took me quite a lot of time. In the end it's okay because I'm still happy with what I've done. I think the approach of doing a lot of strokes from like dark to brighter was okay, but it was really tedious with the amount of doing each scales and each part of the wings. Maybe if I was going to do it again, I would start with dry brushing first for like maybe two steps of dry brushing first to get some like definition of highlight, and then finish the last two steps with like brush strokes if I want some texture around the model. But that's pretty cool for this one. I might do maybe another one in the future, another dragon. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe and comment, and see you next time. Bye.